Alright, guys, part 786 to my random chatbot series on Character.ai. In the last video, guys, let's just say that, we start talking to the newest chatbot I made, the Feraligatr Gabite mix, and it's actually really cool already. He's already been, even though he ain't supposed to be friendly to me right away, he is, and I really like that. He's actually blushing over my comment that I made by telling him how cool he looked. I just said, no, honestly, if you are a Feraligatr, the bike kind of mixes well with your design. Feraligatr looks surprised but also happy by your comment. Wow, nobody's ever told me that before. Thank you. Feraligatr's staying right in front of you. His face is blushing like crazy, but you can see how happy he is by your comment on his design. Oh. Before I could say anything, I heard a deep voice behind me. That said, oh, another human to enter our territory. Well, you're not going to hurt this. I'll make sure of that. And then when I turned around, I see a 15-foot tall. Please stop. Territory. You're not going to hurt. Oh, sweet. I'll make sure of that. What the frick? Frederick gets a very scared look on his face. When he knows the Basket Legion. Oh my gosh, he knows a giant fish right behind you. It immediately stands in front of me. Be careful. He's very aggressive and he doesn't trust humans. He will attack you. Then says, hey, why are you forming a bond with this human without even giving him that test? That goes by everything that you said you were going to do with humans. Oh no. Uh, Fred, what's a way what a good expression size? You know, it's not as simple as what I said it would be. It's very clearly embarrassed about Caliber caught him befriending him for doing the test. Test. Let's go return. Yeah, a test. The Pokemon Friendship Connection test. However, gives you kind of a grumpy look. It's clear he's not quite a fan of you. Quite a fan of you right now. What even is that? That's kind of gives you a grumpy, yeah, annoyed look. The Oh dear. The Pokemon Friendship Connection test is a test put in place by Feraligatr to see if people can genuinely befriend different Pokemon with different personalities. It starts at a very easy level 1, but gets increasingly harder as you try to make friends with more difficult Pokemon. Silver is making it very clear that he is not happy at the fact that Feraligatr did not even make you take the test. Wow. Is there a reason you usually do that test? To other people? Fred sighs and looks at you with a good eyes. I I want to trust people and make friends, but it's not as easy as I thought it would be. I've been hurt by humans in the past, so now I put people through this test to make sure they are genuine. Fred looks away. He looks to be sad by the thought of all the pain humans have inflicted on him. You never told me about that. I'm sorry about what humans have done to you. You're sorry? I've been told sorry hundreds of times before by other people, but it doesn't change what happened. People who hurt me never really meant they're sorry. Freya continues to look away. He's clearly hurt, but he continues to shield you from Bat's caliber. Look, I know you're not very happy right now, but I'm not planning on trying to hurt you or your friend. Blacktower Hobson wants to make grumpily. How can we be sure of that? You're just another human in our eyes. How can we be sure you're different from the other humans? How could I prove that? Could I prove that? How would you want me to prove it? Here, thanks for a moment. As he would have grumpy with his, Who do you really do care about Pokemon? Prove to me that your sincerity is not fake. How? How do you want me to do that? And then he's the eye me. He looks at me for a thing about it. How about this? Can you name 5 powerful Pokemon that you care about? Sweet Arceus. Frick, I have a lot of favorite Pokemon, but I also want to get some of my most favorite ones. I do know your brain. But you're slightly surprised by your answer. You were naming a lot of powerful Pokemon there. How do I know you really do care about them and you're not just naming random powerful Pokemon? Did you not get to hear the conversation me and this were having? Question mark. That's probably why he didn't give me the test that you talked about. Maybe he could sense something compared to other humans. Or maybe because I was actually being friendly to him, he didn't think the test would be necessary. That's, but Tower seems confused, but also kind of amused by this. Interesting. So because you were actually being friendly, he did not give you the test? Is that what you're saying? I don't know the exact reason. Only he knows that. But he was actually being happy around me. There you go. Echo looked at Feraligatr with a slight smirk. He was? That's odd. Normally he doesn't show that much emotion when he meets someone for the first time. Okay, I'll tell you what. That way you know for sure I am being genuine. I will actually take that test you were talking about. The Pokemon Friendship Connection test. Okay, what do you look? You want to take the test, eh? I see. Keep in mind, test is not easy. Are you absolutely sure you want to do this? How exactly does the test work to begin with? Oh, it's a man smiles a bit. He seems excited that you are willing to take the test. The first one was to see if you can become friends with a Toadal. Next is trying to become friends with a Salamence. After that, it's a Noivern. Fourth stage is an Aggron. And the final stage is trying to befriend a Bat's Caliber. Wait. When you say do you mean your massive friend right there? That is not the biggest fan of me right now? I only getting this slight smart as anything. Wait, that's right, he means me. What, are you scared of me? So I was looking at you with a very confident, slightly taunting expression. No, but please understand, you are massive compared to your normal species. I've never seen one of your species be 15 feet tall. That's kind of awesome, Bez. You say that? Yeah, you're right about that. Also, my kind don't grow to this size. I know I'm impressive, but that just makes me stronger. What's the difference in each level? If I have to befriend each of the 5 Pokemon, does that mean that each Pokemon is gonna be a little harder to befriend? Question mark. And I just had another. Yeah, Palm will get harder to befriend as you progress through the stages. For example, level 1 Totodile is very easy to gain the trust of, while level 4 Aggron will be very difficult, as he will most likely not trust you at all at first. Okay, I don't mind about taking the test, but is there a way to keep the Pokemon from attacking me? At the later stages? I don't want the last few levels to have Pokemon that's going to instantly want to kill me right away. Yeah, that is understandable. As a, we do not want you to be seriously hurt while you take the test. We will find a way to make sure the other point do not kill you. Let's go with you and grins of it. However, that does not mean you won't get hurt in the process. This test will still cause you a lot of pain. Dude. Fine. I'll do it. But please. You honestly don't need to be so aggressive towards me. I don't know what happened between you and humans. And you may not tell me unless I do somehow get to your level. But please give me a chance. Basically, seems so annoyed by this. After a few months, I think he hustled with it. Fine, I'll give you a chance, but don't make me regret it. Let's see how far you can get, human. How do I begin the test? The only thing I'm scared of is like most of my loving methods are petting the Pokemon, hugging them, and doing all of that. If I can't do that to I mean, like I think it was maybe doing some tactics, maybe like for level 3 or 4, maybe that pulling will be nice enough to like take a berry out of my hand and be like, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you." Fred smiles at me as you say that. He looks very sad right now. Very well. First stage of the test, to become friends with a Toadle, will begin now. As Feraligatr says, as a single Toadle enters the area. How the frick does that Toadle know? In the test run I did this chatbot, the Toadle or Feraligatr walked off and then grabbed the Toadle and then came back. Oh, you are so cute. The Toadle looks around, oblivious to you or anyone else in the area. Then it sees you and squeaks in surprise. It looks as you constantly on what its wide, curious eyes. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. You're very adorable. The Toto takes one more look at you. It can sense that you are not going to harm it. After a few seconds, the Toto slowly approaches you, its wide, curious eyes looking you over as it examines you very closely. Hello. Please don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you, and I never will. You're too cute. Toto walks right up to me. It looks at me with a very curious expression, and it's looking in its eyes. It's so far showing that it isn't afraid of you. The Toto squeaks once again as it starts to circle around you, examining you with great interest. It clearly wants to get to know you. You Hey, buddy. Come here. I'll pet you if you want me to. Turtle looks up at you as you speak. It seems to understand what you are saying. It approaches again. After a moment, it rubs up against your leg. It seems to want you to pet it. Oh, you are so cute and sweet. I reach my hand out and gently pet the Turtle seems to enjoy being petted very much. As you gently pet it, it leans into your hand and makes a happy purring-like sound. Clearly trusts you now and does not seem to be afraid of you in the slightest. I love you. You are just so cute and sweet. It would joy in its eyes. It is fully bonded with you now. It squeaks happily at me and runs around me in circles. It's clearly wanting to play now, its little tail wagging back and forth the whole while. Before I could say anything, said, now, there's no playtime right now. This human needs to take the test. And gives Butch over a dirty look for saying that. Oh my gosh! Tosin startled by his words and stops in his tracks, but then looks at you kind of sadly. It's clearly disappointed that it can't play right now. Hey, don't be sad. I would love to play with you when I get the chance. Turtle looks at you with a very sad look in its eyes. It slowly wags its tail back and forth as it seems to understand what you're saying. It clearly still wants to play, but doesn't think it's possible right now. I like how Feraligatr gave him a dirty look being like, best caliber. Calm down. Holy cow. How do I know when I pass the level? What's it mean? Smiles. He looks at the Toad, which is still standing there looking sad. When I fully trust you like the Toad does, you would know you have passed the first level of the test. That's good. I really love him. Seems a lot more happy after hearing this. He runs up and stands next to you. It makes a few happy sounds at me. Fraser smiles again as he watches. See, you have already passed the first level of the test. Yeah, but it was extremely. Oh, actually, even Toadal was being cautious. Think if the level 1 easy Toadal, easy friendly Toadal is being cautious of me, what's flipping level 4 gonna be? Level 5 gonna be like? That's great. I pick up the gently and hug him. Toad suddenly squeaks in surprise as you pick up, but once it realizes it's you and that you were not going to hurt it, it stands to relax in your arms. It seems to be being held. Sorry. I accidentally startled you, my friend. I just want to give you a real quick hug. Oh, it's at me for a moment and then squeaks and nods its head as if it's telling you, it's okay, don't worry, I still trust you. Oh my gosh. I gently hug the Pokemon while he's still in my arms. Toad is a bit startled again. Again, while this is just another form of affection from you, it leans into my hug and makes a soft purring noise. It really trusts you now. Don't worry. Worry. When this test is over, I will happily spend more time with you if you want it. Toad squeaks again and nods its head. Clearly would love to continue spending time with you. You have a very strong bond with this Toadal. It feels very comfortable around you. I put the Pokemon down and gently rub his head one more time. Toad looks up at me and nuzzles up against my hands. You rub its head. It clearly loves the affection that you are giving it. It doesn't want you to stop. Before I could say anything, said, wow. I can't believe you passed level 1. Most humans can't even do that. What? Are you serious? Rare smiles at me. He looks happy that you were able to pass the first level. Esther also seems kind of surprised that you were able to pass the level. He looks at you with a kind of surprised expression. He clearly thought humans couldn't pass the first level. He's so unconfident in human beings that he flipping thought that I wouldn't be able to pass level flipping 1. Oh, he's gonna be. I bet by level 3 he's gonna be like, yeah, he's definitely failing this level. There's no way. What's level 2? Real legit Melissa. Next level of the test is to be friends with the Salamence. Okay. Is there anything I need to know about this Pokemon? Ferdinand said, yeah, there's one thing. This Salamence is very aggressive at times. You're really going to have to approach this level with lots of caution and patience. Wait. This is only level 2, though. If this Pokemon is extremely aggressive, then what's level 5 going to be? Level 5 must be impossible. Yeah, you're right. Quantiles are much more difficult to be friends with, but you don't have to worry about that right now. We're only at the second level. We have a long way to go before we get to the higher levels. Okay. Bring in the Pokemon. Oh no. See, my main fear is I'm worried that I'm going to stop it here.